Good afternoon. This is Tanish Laverne Graham with BlackInAmerica.com. Super excited to bring to the platform new talent, fresh faces who are amazing in a brand new film by Manuel Crosby called First Date. I have Tyson Brown and Shelby Duclos. How are you both?
Good. How are you?
I am
Doing great.
fantastic. I am fantastic. Tyson, I want to start with you as a leading man. You know, your first time out the gate in this amazing film that definitely took me back to the 90s of all the amazing like Quentin Tarantino films that I sat and watched. You know, just talk about like getting cast in this. I understand that you made a self-tape, but you didn't have somebody to go back and forth with you in the dialogue.
Yeah. Okay, so yes.
I'm here for the whole story.
So I got the gig off of what was that? Satcasting.com, and I saw First Date, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." So I sent in a self tape. It was my first ever self tape because before then I was just being an extra in other projects, and I started off like, "Hey, my name's Tyson. Sorry if I messed this up. I've never done anything like this before,
Oh, wow.
and I don't have anyone to read with." And apparently, Manuel was like, he was sold right out the gate as soon as I said that on my tape, and did the part. I just had to imagine someone reading or saying something to me, and just using my imagination. And long story short, here we are.
I know you guys went to Sundance Film Festival.
Yeah,
That's huge. That's huge. So Shelby, you know, as women, you know, the first date is like, oh God, like what's it gonna be? You know, talking about a first date experience that you had that was pretty insane.
I actually haven't really had a bad first date.
Are you serious, girl?
I guess I've been really lucky. We've been getting that question so much, and I'm like, I feel so lucky because I kind of have it. I've been on a date though where I was kind of didn't really know I was on a date until I realized I'm like, oh, this is like a date. But like,
wow.
I didn't really want to be there, you know?
Wait a minute. Time out, Shelby. Time out. So how did you not know you were on the date?
I didn't really realize it just because it was like friend group type situation, and then it kind of pitted off into like, let's just hang out. And I kind of went with it because that's just kind of how I am. And I was like, oh, I think that was like supposed to be something else, but I kind of just made it funny and like made jokes out of it. So friend zoned it, as they say.
I love it. Friend zoned it. Tyson, you know, as your first time out the gate, you know, starring in a feature film, you know, what are some of the misnomers that you may have had about being in a movie? You know, this is your first feature. You know, you're in every scene. Like, was there anything that kind of took you by surprise, you know, just as a learning experience?
Definitely learning how to drive a car that's not moving at all.
Oh, wow.
And making that look real.
How do you do that though? Like, what?
Oh, you listen to Manuel?
Interested. Like, okay, I'm like, you know, you just really, was there any sort of,
I think for me,
like, how do they have the cameras? Was there like anything fancy that they did with the cameras to make it, to help you like really?
The only thing that kind of helped was like the lighting guys, they would like flash stuff past the lights and stuff like that to make it seem like I'm moving fast. And there was a fan on too.
Oh, okay.
Was that fan on because it was hot?
No, because
no.
Wait, square it up, Shelby. Square it up.
No, the fans were to like for the wind effect, you know, like as we're going. And there was a night that it was like freezing cold, and me and Tyson had a car scene, and
that is true.
They were like, "We're so sorry, but we have to turn these fans on," and it was freezing. But I mean, the effect all made it work. Like we were actually moving pretty fast when we were not. So yeah.
You know, Shelby, what I love about this film is like the girl power that takes place in this film.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Let's just, I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but this fight scene that you have, when you saw that on the page, what resonated with you? Were you like, okay, I got an opportunity to really get some stuff off in this scene?
Yeah. I mean, first reaction was, I hope that they teach me how to do this because I don't have fighting experience. And which they did. They got me a trainer and everything, which was really fun. But I was so excited to play like Kelsey as a really strong woman who's fearless and just like kind of, kicks butt. And I'm not like that in real life. I am, fiery, but she is on like another level of confident and just, powerful and ruthless. And so I was super excited to get to portray, a strong girl like that. I love Uma Thurman and like Kill Bill. So this was like kind of my little version of that for Kelsey, but I was super excited. And the fight scenes were a lot of work, but they were so fun to do.
You guys did an amazing job. I was so impressed. I'm like, wow, these are like, this is young talent, cutting their teeth in a full-length feature film that's so packed, with all this physicality, which I thought was pretty interesting. Tyson, were there any scenes for you that you thought were a little bit difficult shooting? Just trying to get the angle right. Like what scene I kept taking back, Tyson? The scene where you're coming back to the house to return the jewelry.
Yeah.
And the wife is shooting, she's gone off, and you're like flipping back by the bed, like flipping over the bed, like flipping. I'm like, let me see this again. I'm like, I kept taking it back because I was just so fascinated by this stunt. You did that yourself?
That's all me. I would have to say that came. Yeah, I was a kid, and I still kind of enjoy a little bit of action films and people who do their own stunts and stuff like that. So I've always admired people that did that, and I was just like, it's my time to do it, and I was ready, I guess, and was just really into the moment. I don't think the flip was on purpose. It was more of like, I just need to get over this bed before I die. That was going on in my head, and I just did it.
Wow. Shelby, you talked about, Uma Thurman and an homage to Kill Bill. Who are some of the women that you look up to who have inspired you as an actress?
I would say like hands down, like Emma Stone is just amazing. I look up to her so much. Every film she's done, it would be a dream. She gets like, I feel her roles she takes on are just so good, and her execution is just so good, and she can do so many genres. She's definitely like one of my tops, but I have always been a big Reese Witherspoon fan as well.
I love Reese.
Blonde is my favorite movie of all time. So
what's your favorite movie?
Legally Blonde. It's just a classic. And
Bend and Snap, girl. Bend
and Snap. Yes. Love it.
Bend and Snap. Yeah, that's a classic. Tyson, what about you? I mean, you have both of you. You have such a long career ahead of you. So as you look back, at this work that you just did and what you want your body of work to look like, coming down the pipeline, like who are some of those actors that you are looking to for guidance or even just studying?
There's a top three that I like to always study. First and foremost, really sad, but rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. That guy means a lot to me. Even till this day, I learn a lot, even though he's off and gone. But Chadwick Boseman for sure. Joaquin Phoenix. I just love how like deep he gets into character. Like he gets really down and dirty into certain characters. And then Mahershala Ali. Those are so right now it's my top three.
Woo! You've named some big ones, and I've interviewed both Chadwick and I've also interviewed, I've just had a mind flub. You said Joaquin and Mahershala. I interviewed Mahershala.
Hey.
just super, super brilliant, super talented. You know, so when you think of a role of a lifetime, Shelby, what does that role look like for you when you think of your role of a lifetime?
Gosh, I think it would have, you know, just, I mean, I'm a big like rom-com fan.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, something along those lines, but that I could really, maybe like a rom-com drama that I could really dive into and show, my skill. And as far as drama goes and comedy, that would just be a dream. But I love a good rom-com. If I could ever work with Leo DiCaprio, I mean,
Oh, wow.
that would be
Leo, the ode to Titanic, the Titanic thing took me out. Part one, oh wow, I love this movie so much, you guys. Like I said,
Thank you.
As a woman who came of age in the 90s, I was like, oh my goodness. I just really felt like I was in a time capsule and just kind of went back to my teen years. It was amazing.
Nice.
You know, so Tyson, role of a lifetime, like what does that look like for you?
A very deep character study role. I love watching character study films that have the quote unquote independent feel to it, where it feels more of like a documentary of someone's life, even though they're not, technically real in real life, but like someone you're just like, you're on the roller coaster of someone's livelihood, whether they're increasing it to something better or just going through the Trumps and stuff like that. I love watching films like that. I learn a lot. So.
Oh, wow. Amazing. Amazing. So you guys, I mean, your family, Shelby, what does your family think of the success that you're having with this film and then going to Sundance and you being a leading lady?
They've been so supportive. I literally feel so grateful. I think it's always interesting when, as an actor and actress, you tell people about your dreams of being an actor and actress, and it's easy to judge them, I guess, and
yeah.
So you kind of deal with that. I know I did with my family, but it was always just like support, but just like, oh, nice.
Yeah.
And so when I got to come to them with this news of Sundance and then the news of the movie, just going even farther, that for me, it was very, of course they were so excited, but it was super just fun to be able to be like, I knew this was going somewhere,
Yeah.
Just so.
It's great to have your dreams validated, right? It's great to have your dreams validated. It really is. Your dreams matter. And if no one believes in them, as long as you believe in them, that is what is most important. Don't ever forget that.
100%.
Don't ever forget that. I don't care if it sounds outrageous.
Yes.
For me, the more outrageous the dream is, the better.
Yes.
The better. What about you, Tyson? How has your family responded to the success that you're having with this film?
Oh, they love it.
Yeah.
They absolutely love it. Especially my mother. We've been through a lot. And so she's just really happy to see me like go after something and accomplish something great already. So it's just great to see how proud my mom is of me, honestly. I think that was like the best thing I got from this. Because like she's always happy no matter what I'm doing, but like she like sat me down and really like talked to me and just like, I want you to understand how big this is and how proud of you, I am of you. And I was just like, don't make me cry.
Listen, if your mama can't make you cry, then I don't know who can. If your mother cannot make you cry, I don't know who can. Shelby, what would you like to say to Manuel for having you a part of this major feature film?
Oh my gosh.
This is life-changing.
I don't even have enough words to describe my gratitude to him. He believed, I feel, in me from the moment he looked at that horrible self-tape I did with horrible boxing skills, but still believed that I could, learn for one and kind of portray this whole character that I really didn't have experience in fighting or anything, but he believed in me. And I can't ever thank him enough. And from the beginning, I just wanted to do my best for him because when I met him, felt the passion for the project, him and Darren both. And I just wanted to, do them justice. And that's all I ever wanted. And so I just feel so grateful for getting the opportunity.
I don't know what happened. I lost you guys.
Oh,
Oh, no.
We can still hear you.
I could hear you.
Okay, well, I'm glad you can hear me because I don't know what happened there. You know, Tyson, what would you like to say to Manuel?
And kind of echoing off what Shelby said, just thank you for believing in me, even in times where I was like, am I really good enough? Am I worth your time and all this work you put in? And so yeah, like words cannot describe like how thankful I am of Manuel for like really pushing me as a person, as an actor, because like I really learned a lot outside of this film about who I am because of him and because of the film as well. So it's just like the biggest thank you I could give this man.
Wow. Wow.
Not enough thank yous ever for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, I'm going to wrap this up because I don't know what happened, but I'm glad that you can still hear me. Again, congratulations to both of you. I will be watching your careers and I cannot wait to see what is going to come down the pipeline for you. You guys, make sure you watch this film, and thank you so much for tuning in to Tanisha Laverne Grant at blackinamerica.com.
Thank you.
Thank you.